Tatkuru Swamadarpanam. Yatkaroshi yadasnashi yajjuhoshi dadasi yattapashyasi kaunteya tatkuru swamadarpanam. Yatkaroshi yadasnashi yajjuhoshi dadasi yattapashyasi kaunteya tatkuru swamadarpanam.
Yeah, no. Yatkaroshi yadasnashi
Yaddaroshi yadanashi
yajjuhoshi dadasi
yajjuhoshi yadanyas
yattapasyasi kaunteya
yattapashyasi kaunteya
tatkuru swamadarpanam.
Madarpanam.
बच्चों से पेरेंट्स को सबको आ गया.
Okay, Mataji, start with.
Yatkarosi yadasnasi yajjuhosi dadasi yattapashyasi kaunteya yatkuru swamadarpanam.
आपके शास्त्री का हुआ था, बहुत दिन हो गया.
Yes, Prabhu.
साल हो गए.
यार ये तो भक्ति शास्त्री का श्लोक है, तो हमको भी थोड़ा बहुत याद है. Okay, Mataji.
Yatkarosi yadasnasi yajjuhosi dadasi yattapashyasi kaunteya
Children, you have to help parents.
Yatkaroshi yatasnasi yadduhoshi tadasi yattapasyasi kaunteya tatkuru swamadarpanam.
Before sleep, make your parents recite this. Then only you go to sleep.
Everywhere we are going, we are reciting that sloka, so she learned very easily in the car itself.
Yes, that's fine. That's all. Like whatever we want to learn, we repeat it, whatever way. So what I do, whenever I mean, like from Bhakti Shastri time onwards, whatever sloka I need to recite or remember, I just record it. I mean, now is much easier. Before I have to record it in the computer, then play it in the computer. But now it's very easy for you. They just record it mobile and then play it, right? So, no.
I didn't learn from
Then how
I can Mataji is anything from
okay.
Next time compulsory.
So today I thought of like revisiting the previous classes and review where we were standing, right? So first class was goal. So we said we discuss on the long-term goal. So what is your long-term goal is for you? Like you want to take initiation, you have submitted Guru form. So it's not a long-term. Its long-term goal is supposed to reach to the goal of Vrindavan English. But a mid-term, long-term goal kind is like at least I need to take initiation. I should get ready for the initiation. So when you think that everybody is like here, that's what is our goal, right? So when you take that as a goal, so then you have to break it to small chunks. So you have to understand what are the requirement or the need to reach that milestone, correct? So then what's the short-term goals have you taken up? To reach that milestone, you cannot do everything at time. You cannot read Bhagavad Gita end to end, you cannot read Bhagavatam end to end one day, right? You have to plan it, okay. Bhagavad Gita 2 times I think is required, correct?
For the initiation.
For the initiation.
For initiation. Yeah, I mean, whoever has like Guru has done their next milestone is initiation.
Yeah.
So for that, they need to read it 2 times Bhagavad Gita and 1 time Bhagavatam end to end.
First canto Bhagavatam.
Yeah, Bhagavatam first canto end to end, from cover to cover. It's not that okay, just look as reading finish, no, or just sloka and translation, it's no. You have to you have to read the purports. So when you read these things, what will happen when we discuss? You will have questions on your mind. Because when we read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, whatever the scripture, like other day, Rishikesh asked, right, why we need a guru? We have everything, guidance everywhere is available. So, guidance available in the sense, even if in the YouTube, things are also available. Like some senior devotee are giving the lecture on a particular sloka, and then we are happy with that information. Maybe from the local devotee we don't hear that level, we can hear it from them. But question is, like, you have some question, where to ask? If you don't ask your questions, whatever inside, so in Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says, Samsayatma vinashrati. You will fall down again. You will say, oh, this is not like that. Or they are exaggerating here. Something like that you will feel. But when we associate with devotees, you put a question on to me, I may not be able to answer it. But then I have my connections. Senior devotees. I can go to them, I can check with them. What should be the answer to it? Like, for example, one of Oriya devotee, he asked me, in Uriya Mahabharata, maybe in other Mahabharata also it will be there, that Lakshmi ji was always sitting on his shoulder. Karna also, right? In Mahabharata, Karna is also favored by the Mahalakshmi. So that's why he has a lot of opulences to give charity. Because that was the good quality with him. Giving charity. So Lakshmi was very pleased. So somebody is giving charity, okay, whatever he is, like, he's giving charity, so I should be there. So similarly, Duryodhana also like giving charity. Because you remember, like in Mahabharata, Prabhu was expert in Mahabharata. You have read it twice or thrice, right? You have prepared some things also on that.
Oh, yeah, first chapter page. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So on that also, Duryodhana was on that special, what do you call that? The Ashwamedha Yajna, what Yudhishthira Maharaj did?
Radha Shyamasundar.
Ashwamedha Yajna, right? The horse goes around. Yeah, so there Krishna was like washing the feet, but Duryodhana was giving the charity. He was put into the charity section, not Karna. Duryodhana was put into the charity section. So that means the question was like, how, he is against Krishna, then how can Lakshmi, who is chaste lady, can be there with that person? Not only that, somebody from devotee side also asked once, how come Balramji, the Guru Tattva was with Duryodhana? So it says that if Krishna is not happy, Balram will be not there at all, right? So then how come he was with Duryodhana? These are the questions will come when we read the things. And then we have to find out what is the answer. As the lady who was asking me that question is like, Duryodhana went to the water lake and Jal Samadhi, and he, so understand that these persons, although they are projected on the picture as a bad element, but they have so much power, they have so much austerities and so much acquired some siddhis. How come otherwise he can sit on the water for so many days, 2 days or 3 days, something he was sitting before they could identify that okay, he is here. So that's why I asked this question to Bhakti Vriksha Maharaj. Both the questions I asked, because it was there with me for a long time. I was just looking for internet, I was looking for some other devotees, but I was Bhakti Vriksha Maharaj, I was not gathering the courage to ask him. because Bhakti Vriksha Maharaj says, raise those questions which will help you in devotional service. Knowing that, okay, what are these, how it will help you. So I was not gaining the courage, but finally I asked him once, what it is, how it is. He said, see, this is what his Krishna says. Even if you are favored by Lakshmi, even if you are favored by Balramji, Guru Tattva, but if you are against the devotees, you are doomed. So that's the lesson we should take. So that's what, like, when we study the things, questions will come into us. Like, if you don't study, like at the end of the class, posting any question, any comment, everybody will say no, nothing. Because we have not going to the class, like in Challenges phase, my mother always say, before going to the class, whatever that will make you study, you just read that one. So when he teaches, you will get clarified. Actually, whatever the doubts it comes in your mind, it will clarify. So then, I mean, I am not a studious boy, so I will always say, how will I know that what he will teach? But here we know that what sloka, I mean, here also we don't know, because today what sloka I am planning, actually in the classes we plan accordingly, right? So that way definitely we know. So when you read it, at least because for us it's a good place, we have a Friday. So Saturday before attending the class, Friday at least 1 hour, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever time you just read. So you that way you will have some questions on your mind. So what I was saying is like you have to plan the reading. Even if you have all these things available, but still you stick to read it, because when you listen, you understand 50%. But when you read, then you will realize. When I started reading, I realized, oh, ISKCON is following this because of this sloka. So that actually goes into us. The moment it goes into us, we will start feeling like, okay, I should also practice it. And the moment you think that I should also practice it, you will start practicing it actually little by little. Not an entirety, but you will start little by little. In one point of time, you have attachment to some other things, you see that is hindering to practice this one, you will say, okay, enough, I have done enough. And actually, if you look at your life, whatever you are attached to, you have done enough. Actually, right? But still you are like, that's what is it, Charvika Charvani Charvitam. There is in Bhagavatam sloka, right? So, Punah Charvitam, we are just chewing that again and again. No taste, like chewing gum. We know that there is no taste, but we just chewing it, right? So similarly, so many activities, we know these are hindrance to our devotional path, but we are attached to that, doing that. So we are still doing it. But then one point of time when we start our attachment to the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam slokas, we will think that, okay, no, let me practice this. If you, I mean, last Friday also I was telling in temple class, we have lived our life the way we want. Okay? So far, we have lived our life the way we want. Let's break it here now, or stop it here, put it in hold. Then say, next 1 year I will be living my life the way Srila Prabhupada has given them to us. The way, exactly whatever regulations he is giving us, we follow. Biggest problem or biggest question always come to our mind is, I am able to do it here, what will happen when I go back to India? My parents, my family, my friends, will I have to cut down them? Yeah, there will be challenge. This question is always, whenever somebody is stepping in, not only stepping in, even if walking also, he has always this problem in his face. So, two things is, that's why I am saying, do it 1 year. To those family members also say, just I am doing for 1 year. They will also grant, okay, do. But the moment you say, no, so the moment you say that I am going to enter into ISKCON, everybody will say, why you are going to ISKCon? And they will have many examples and all. I mean, it is practical, you must have first already. I don't have to repeat those things, right? So you know what problems you are facing. But the moment you say them that, okay, just 1 year. It's okay, it's okay.
Task here.
I'll tell them to little slow down.
Slowly.
Y'all can play, but little slowly you play. Little sound little. Little sound less.
Volume mute type.
Volume little less.
So when the moment you say 1 year, they will also say, okay, just 1 year. Like Adoksu was given 1 year. The parents also say, just 1 year, no, let him do. Who knows after 1 year what will happen? Guru Maharaj must have his mind, what is next. He will also observe others how he is doing with that dress. He is able to maintain the celibacy with that dress or no? If you see, I mean, see, He gave him the dress because of some quality he saw on him. Correct? So that's why exactly the moment you say 1 year, the family members will also support you. Because it's not a bad thing. They all appreciate you are doing a good thing. But the only fear is that he will go away. The only fear is that only go away. Because nobody wants, even if today, even if you are in ISKCON, we still want our children to be with us. That's why we are trying to bring them to ISKCON or bring them to Krishna consciousness, so we will walk together. Correct? So that belongingness is still there with us. We are not renounced at all. So that's why understand them. Yesterday also I was telling the sloka, yesterday's sloka was very beautiful sloka. It says, Prabhupada says, he was comparing to Shivji, Brahmaji is asking Shivji actually, be compassionate, you are Maya rahe, like Maya does not touch you, it doesn't affect you. But this Devas, they are like affected, they want to, because of this affection, Maya is controlling them, their mind is not there. They are not able to discriminate what is right, what is wrong. So you please give mercy unto them, don't discard them. Rupa says that this is the Vaishnava quality. When we are when we are preaching somewhere or anywhere, whatever it's like, sometimes we meet the people like, you people are very cooperative, you are coming so quiet, that's a different thing. But I was a difficult person. 10 years I was not in ISKCON. I'm coming to ISKCON, but I'm not taking initiation. So I was still trying to understand why this is, why that. Because see, thing is like, if your slate is white, it's easy to write up. But if there is something written, then you have attachment to rub it also. Right? So that's what it's like. When I was reading the sloka translation and the explanations, I was thinking myself only, how those devotees like Gopijana Prabhu, Udarkriti Prabhu, then Gopal Prabhu, then another person was like Sridhar Madhav Prabhu. Oh my God, I left to ISKCON 3 times, he pulled me 3 times. If somebody says my child something, I will get upset very quickly. More than that, my wife also very quickly she will get upset. I said, they are doing their way, and let's do our way, no need to go there, I will stop going. But then I will start missing ISKCON also. And then he will say, come, why you are taking those things? Who said like, okay, he's like that one, forget it. So, those are the things will come in our way for sure. So don't worry for those things, because we are attached. Although we are in ISKCON, we are still attached to our old lifestyle. But as we get introduced to the sloka, that's why I say we need to understand sloka, because why Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vriksha, they are giving so many sloka to memorize. We understood, we studied and we understood, then why you need to remember those slokas? Because when we know the slokas, at the bad time, those slokas will guide us. Sometimes we know those slokas where it is like 927. This sloka is. We don't know, right? After we last 3 weeks, we are trying. Maybe Prabhuji said, I am not doing, Mataji is doing, so he might not be knowing that what is the sloka number also. Right? So, when we know the sloka number and sloka, so what happens is if we forget the sloka number, we know which chapter, then we will go through quickly. What is the sloka? So that will help us, that will guide us. So that's why we should add slokas every day. And as you say that wherever we go, we recite. So that means we are always remembering Krishna. It's very easy to remember Krishna. Like as he says in 7th chapter that I am taste of the water, I am this and that. So we are interacting with those things all the time. But since we don't remember this sloka, we don't remember. When we hear the discussion, we say, yeah, I can practice it. Okay, at least while I am drinking, I can say, oh, taste is Krishna. But then again it goes out. Maybe 1 day, 2 days, 1 week remains with us, then it goes out. So slokas that's what we're talking about, the planning and the reading. That's what we're discussing, right? So planning is like, we know that we need to cover it, so we have to plan to read Bhagavad Gita. One day, one sloka, fine. Start with that. At least one day, one sloka, one translation, one purport. And what we understand, note down. Just reading is not sufficient. You have to note down what you understand from that, or what questions you have in your mind. What you don't understand, or because many things, as I said, that Prabhupada has given a way, maybe differ from ours. Because for us it was very easy. Because that was our way of life. Whatever Prabhupada has given on this one, this is our way of life from the childhood. So we are knowing so many things. Only difficulty part was like the ego. I am already doing it, why I need to get into ISKCON? That's what, like, see, whatever rules has given, yes, it was already there in our house. So my wife's question was like, because she had a difficulty, because my parents were already on the without Union Gandhi. But their parents are still not, I mean, till now they are in nonsense. They are still objecting us, why you are in ISKCON, come back. Okay. So the challenges will be there. It's not without nothing. I mean, if there is no challenge, there is no taste also. Right, Prabhupada?
True.
Because at least my office work, I had to do day-to-day routine job, like go enter this mail, check, just create a report. No, I need some challenges. Then only it's like, oh, I'm working on something. Otherwise, the moment it becomes routine job, I will ask computer to do it. I will not do. I will sit quietly. So first that one, at least. So that's what immediate target is. You say that one sloka per day means 30 slokas per month. So say 20 slokas I will complete on this month. 10 slokas you keep it for, like, okay, somehow you skip it or something like that.
This is reading and understanding, not memorizing.
No, reading and understanding. Yeah. Memorizing is a separate part. With the children, that is. Because unless you tell them to do it again and again, they will not do. And unless you do it they with themselves, I mean, even if, that's what I'm saying. The recording part is like my parent part. And when I record and play it, especially when in the morning time, I play those slokas which I want to keep on remembering. Like this Bhakti Shastri slokas, I always play. While I'm washing the dishes, while I'm preparing for the puja, altar and all those things, I always play those slokas and I record it and I listen. Because when you record and you hear, it's like as if you are practicing. And it goes to your brain. Because why I am doing this one, in childhood days, my father used to work in a dam project, and on every dam project there will be a temple, and they will place the bhajans. Even if the cinema halls, they will play some music. So I remember still one song, Telugu song, because there used to be Telugu, that was to Telugu cinema hall. So they will put Edu Kundal, Srijiva, Samudu Mukal, something like that. So I forget now. I used to recite the entire thing. Because they always play that one. First song they will play that, then they will put their own film songs. So that's what, see, I was not knowing a single word, but I could remember one stanza. In Uriya versions they will play, so almost all Jagannath versions I used to know by heart. Without looking at the book, without knowing the meaning, I used to know. So I thought, okay, that's what I can practice now also. Okay, as a child, memory is very subtle. Your small daughter could able to recite it because their capturing power is very high. Our brain power is not that much high.
Yeah, whenever I forget something, you forget.
That's exactly, when you teach your kids, you will understand that, okay, how much gap it is. Because during our Bhakti Shastri, we too are like reciting throughout the day. Shyama remember end-to-end slokas. So that's what is the, I mean, see, that's where it's like, I was always tell my wife that the Bhakti Shastri period, 1 year we did, that was the best period of our life. Because we are eating, sleeping, Bhagavad Gita only. Nothing else.
Yeah.
Our focus was only except that, I mean, no picnic, no going out, nothing. Because the classes, no, I mean.
But yeah, the focus was.
Yeah, focus. Picnic means like otherwise we used to visit every, like we will come to our house or we will go to your house or somebody's house, we will have feast. Those things stopped, right? Automatically.
Yeah.
So we are meeting in evening on the Bhakti Shastri classes only. And that was our picnic.
Yeah.
There we take whatever the items and then we share it. That was very, I mean, enjoy. That's why I say that 1 year is like.
Is it daily?
It was not daily. Alternate day.
Weekly thrice or 4 times.
Yeah, for week.
Maybe daily.
No, not daily.
Because at that
Few
time
classes.
online was not there. Preacher used to come to here and stay for 1 month.
3
And
months.
then
Krishna Prabhupada.
Yeah. So like there they will do Bhagavad Shastri and some other course and all that thing. So and the other batch wise also, because not everything they will accommodate in like one class, 50% in one class, no like that. So yeah, that's what like you start planning that when the short term goal is like reading Bhagavad Gita. And you will see you will enjoy it. Because what happens, so many things, even if what we were doing in our previous life, so many things we are doing based on Bhagavad Gita. And we don't know, okay, because of the Bhagavad Gita, based on Bhagavad Gita. So when you start reading Prabhupada's purport also, you will enjoy it. Because last 2 years you are just hearing Bhagavad Gita so many times. So last time, so that's why it's our term goal. So you just plan it, what you want to do, based on your what do you call that, how you are occupied, how much time you can spare now. Those things are there, like Mataji is not well, so probably she will not able to do that much. So then you have to help. So she is not able to read, at least you read aloud. So that's where it's like, see, one thing is, what happened in household life in a long run, 20 years already past? I hope.
Okay.
So I'm just talking about 20 years. First 5 years is really blissful married life. Correct? What do you say, Mataji?
First 1 year.
1 year.
1 year.
First 1 year is like on the cloud only. You don't know any other part of the world. Me and my wife, or me and my husband. First year is forget. That's the cloud days. Then it's a little bit they calm down. And then, I mean, those are the things. It happens. So, but then as you go, so then you start. What do you call that? In English, they say, in Hindi, or it says, I think, Pati Parichaya Vagyan. Correct? So then we will start looking at what is the bed quality on you, why you are doing like this, why you don't do like this, right? So don't look at this. That's why we say that we will start writing the good qualities. Whenever we see, whether it's my wife, whether it's you, so when we see, we just think this is the good quality. And Krishna has this one. If we look at our bad qualities, we will never go back to his place. That's the thing also with the Guru. Guru also gives the initiation Diksha knowing that these are the bad qualities you have, and he expects that okay, someday you will definitely leave that because you are associated with the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam devotees. That's what Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita. Apicheta Sudurachara.
Nice, forgot. Sloka.
So that's it, and that sloka Krishna is saying that consider whoever is my devotee, consider him as a pure, because in some day he will come, because he is already like somebody is cladded with mud. He went under the sawa. So it's still muddy, right? But if you stand for that 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever, how his mud is on his body, based on that he will get clean. But we say that Krishna says that and we go to the shower and then we go to the mud. It's difficult. Right? We need to stay on the shower and don't go to the mud again. So that's why, like, when we practicing the thing, Krishna says that's why that he will become my devotee. So consider him as a he is my devotee. That's the reason. Like, you say he's still not doing anything or still muddy, how can you say that he is devotee? So no, this is where it's like when we start practicing, we will be facing that one. So then we are discussing that you start looking at the good quality of your spouse and consider, because we have also bad quality, we have also good quality. She has also good quality and bad qualities. The moment we look at the bad qualities, we figure out, okay, you are doing this, then what will wife will say? You are also doing like this. You are not I mean, you may be good on this one, but you are bad on this, I am good on this. Right? The fighting will start. And will that lead to, we will progress? No. At least if you don't go back, at least you will be there where you are. But the moment we look at the good qualities, utilize those good qualities, what will happen? We start progressing. How? For example, the person is blind. He cannot see, but he can walk. The person who is people who cannot walk, if they are sitting together and he say you are blind, then he say okay, you are also no good. So what will happen? They will be there only, right? And they will kind of like they will have a bad feeling, bad atmosphere, all negative things. But the moment they said okay, you are able to look the things, you can find the places, and you can also, I can see the places, I cannot walk, but you can walk, I can see. If you can go together, maybe we will cross miles of the road. So that's what is like, always find out what is the good quality of the spouse, utilize it in the progress of the life. For the both it will be helpful. For example, my wife is very good on singing, kirtan and making food. So we used to have Bhakti Vriksha. So initial, when people are not there, we will have kirtan and all that things. So she will sing, so she will be also happy. And Bhagavad Gita slokas recitation, memorization is very good. Then when it comes to explanation, she will say, you say. Okay. So that's where is our combination. She goes with the slokas very well. So when it comes to explanation, okay, I participate with her. So then nowadays also you are attending Bhagavatam class.
Sometimes in between.
Yeah. So sometime in Bhagavatam class they have some, because when you read, as I said, there will be some doubts.
Discussion, yeah.
Yeah, so some doubts. So then when they don't agree, she will ask, okay, how it is? I said, where you are reading this one? So then I will start looking at that one. Then who is given the class on this, what they have a given understanding. Then I will tell, okay, this is what is Maharaj saying like this, so it should be like this. So then she will get clarified. So that's what it's like. You have to find out good qualities. That's what I'm saying. So anybody is noting those things, you get on the group, right?
They wrote.
Yeah, on the group you got some that we have to put. I think
We didn't write in the
given
book.
to you. Put into Excel
Yeah,
names.
I think that's what my program.
My group is it.
Yeah.
I think you pick it up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, bro. So
Online lagana bol gaya, maybe you would have attended online.
So yeah, so put it one row wise, all members' name, and column wise all members' name. Row wise we'll put members' name, non-members also, like whoever we are interacting with in temple, or whoever, only your friends. Okay, that also will put. So like, if you like that person's good quality, we can utilize that for the service of the Krishna. The moment we utilize that service to the Krishna, Krishna will also look at that person. Oh, this guy is giving me service. So then he will give the mercy and he will start also coming to ISKCON or something like that. Right? So Bangsi Prabhu, I don't know, Bangsi Prabhu is, already inclined to Krishna consciousness, not?
Krishna
But-
Prabhu.
तेलुगु नहीं तेलुगु वाले
हाँ Telugu, who is developing the application?
Yeah.
उनका चैंटिंग नहीं हो रहा है.
So at least that's what he utilizes his skill to develop an application, and it's already live. I think yesterday I was asking, he said it's already live, Prabhu. It only need to go among the devotees to start utilizing it or using it. Some development you have asked to make the modification.
क्योंकि डेटा फिर से हमें फीड करना पड़ रहा है, तो मैं बोला ऑलरेडी जो है वो डेटा इंपोर्ट कर लो पहले.
उसका तो हम कर देंगे प्रभु.
वो करना है, वो डेटाबेस से लेना है.
हाँ. So उसका तो डेटाबेस फीड करना तो मुश्किल काम नहीं है. वो जस्ट वो एक स्क्रिप्ट लिखना पड़ेगा, जस्ट पुल इट डेटा.
मंदिर में बैठ के करना है. ये उनके पास चाबी नहीं है, हम जब है तभी बैठना है, तभी तुरंत काम मिलता है.
So yeah, that's what we
थोड़ा टेस्टिंग कर रहे हैं. We should do the testing.
Exactly. I mean, we can start it from our Bhakti Vriksha, give it to some of the friendly members, then let them start it, and then we will spread it to the more people. So that's what exactly like. We will note down all friends' names also. We will see what is the quality of what he is good at. What he is good at. That's what we have to identify first. So when we see that person, we say, oh, this person is good at, and I'm not utilizing his service. So that will come to our mind. So the moment we look at the good qualities, we will start looking at good qualities of everybody. So start in Excel. So next time when we meet, we will go through that Excel. What so far we have received. Because Bhagavad Gita told me, what you told, why so many?
I was expecting that.
I said, probably this time your name, next time Sanatan Gopal's name. So this week we will write down for Sanatan Gopal Prabhu. Okay. So, Prabhu, when we are met, we were discussing on same sloka, right? Yat karoshi yadasna. Because that is what is Krishna saying what to do. Why you are learning this sloka to children? Why you are choosing this sloka? Anybody think? First day I explained that why you are choosing this sloka. Remember?
Whatever
we are doing, like it is like with the
we say what Krishna says do and what Krishna says don't. So first we will focus on the do, the positive side first. The good quality side as the positive side. So we need to also know the negative side part of what Krishna said not to do. Not to do in the sense Krishna says do this way, then we have just identified, okay, this is what we do and it is profit. That's what is, we will go there. So when we know this sloka, then we will start practicing it only when we understand what its meaning is. Right? So last time on your house when we were discussing, they said we need to know each word meaning on this sloka especially. So anybody went back and saw the sloka's meaning?
Which one?
other East Logan.
Yes.
927. Okay. So you just that's what I thought. Like I will just. So Mataji, you have book already, right? You can read that sloka. So Yat Korosi is we have discussed already. Yat Korosi is whatever you are doing. Then next sloka is Asnasi. Asnasi is what? Is eating. Mataji, read what is the in Hindi, no? Yeah.
Translation.
No, translation. Word meaning. Each word meaning. Previous.
पिता जो कुछ करोशी करते हो इता जो भी असासी खाते हो इता जो कुछ जोशी अर्पित करते हो ददाशी दान देते हो इता जो भी तपस्वी तप करते हो कौनते हो ये कुंती पुत्र तथा वा कुरुवस्तु करो मत मुझको अर्पण.
Half of the sloka meaning is in yat means all right, so whatever. Karosi is like, okay, we are also able to make out. It's like to do with the whatever we are doing. Only difficulty was the asnasi. Correct? Another word is called juhosi. We were thinking what this word meaning is. Then dadasi. Means again we are knowing, okay, give it something like that. Because Sanskrit and our native language is like taken from the Sanskrit. So many words you will see that it is, we understand even if we don't know the Sanskrit. When I was in Kolhapur, I studied in Aurangabad, Maharashtra. So my engineering was there. 5 years I was there. So Aurangabad is basically Muslim population and all that mix. So always everybody talks in Hindi. I started learning Hindi actually going to the Aurangabad only. I was not knowing a single word on Hindi.
कौन सी कॉलेज में?
MIT.
MIT. एक्चुअली हम दोनों भी उधर से औरंगाबाद से. मेरा बॉर्न प्लेस वो है.
Very good.
माताजी.
हाँ माताजी.
Oh, you are also Aurangabad. क्या
आप तक कुछ भक्ति का बीज डाल के आए हैं.
So Aurangabad जब तक था मैं, I mean till the time I was in Aurangabad, I was not knowing a single Marathi word except the Javan Tayara hai. Because that's what is written on the hotel front. So we are going to only learning that much. Learn that much. When I went to Kolhapur, it is pure Marathi. They don't understand, nobody understands Hindi. So the office, they appointed a person to go with me whenever going out. So he will be kind of translator between me and the other person. So there I started learning a little bit Marathi to speak at least whenever is not there. I will do that one. So when we are interacting, wherever I don't get a word in Marathi, I will tell in Odia. And they will say, how come you know so deep word of Marathi? So that's why it's like all our language comes from Sanskrit root. So it's easy to understand although you don't know Sanskrit properly. But the moment you start learning Bhagavad Gita, you will see that this is easy for us. So many words will be repeated and you will know those words meaning by. Like in Bhagavatam, the word pumsa comes repeatedly. What is pumsa?
Human.
So that's what is like. Slowly you will know so many words. So very interesting. That's why they start reading Bhagavad Gita. One day, one sloka with translation and purport. You will start enjoying those things. I mean, you will be thinking, why I have wasted so much time on other things other than reading Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. Because it's our own story form. Bhagavatam is in story form. So it's easy to remember. But then again you have to catch the what exactly it is saying. Like now in temple, Yaksha story is going on. And we just finished also Kapil Muni's teachings. Right? In Kapil Muni teaching, Mata is asking that what are the type of bhakti? Anybody know how the type of the bhakti? Yeah, so although we attend the class, sometimes we just hear the class and leave it there itself. Next week when we come to the class, what was the class when the preacher asks, you will say, okay, the broad thing you will say, okay, Daksha story, but what was going on you will not remember. So if you don't remember, then how will you apply it in our life? So that's why first we attend the classes, so then we get the test, develop the test to hear those classes, and then that's why you have to read it. If you read it, because see, that's where the preacher, it sounds like so knowledgeable because he is forced to read. See, he's forced to read, he's reading, and when you're reading, he goes into deep into it. Because when you're preparing for a class, you just don't read a single chapter, right? When we are reading for ourselves, we just read maybe one sloka and one purport. That if you don't have, I don't understand also, I said that note down it. But then preacher don't have to just note down, we have to find out the answer for that also. So then only, because otherwise he will get the question in the audience, he will not able to answer. So that's where the real, when you become a preacher, the real enjoyment starts. So becoming a preacher is not easy also. Okay? So then you start it doing at home. You start doing at home, like as you said, we start reading, then you ask what you understood. Let's say Prabhu is reading at home, then he asks his wife like, what you understood reading this? Or I read this one, I understood like this. Then she will say also, okay, let me also read. She reads. So that's where like you start reading at home and you start enjoying the scripture. So the moment you start reading it, Krishna also will be standing in between us. Because Krishna says, yet aham tishtami vaikunthe na aham yogina cha, something like I forget that sloka. Jatra gayanti mad bhakta tatra tishtami narada. So whenever you start reading, Krishna will be with you. So you will get that blissfulness also. So you are saying that you are reading Bhagavad Gita now wherever you go. How you feel at that time?
Yeah.
See, you feel the bliss, you understand. Unless, that's what I'm saying, bhakti is such a thing, unless you practice it, you will not release it. When you practice, you will understand what is the rasa on it. Otherwise, you will say, Prabhupada says, chant and be happy, everybody is saying like that, but I don't see happiness around. So, because of that, if you don't practice it, how you will understand that? If you don't eat the rasgulla, how you will understand the taste of the rasgulla? How much time I explain how rasgulla is, how jalebi is, all these things. Unless you eat, like first time when I went to Aurangabad, I saw Amriti. So I said, people are explaining it's like jalebi only, but it's not like jalebi. Unless you eat it, you will don't know what's the difference between the two. They look alike. So that's where it's like we start reading, then we will. So where we were, from there we come to this.
Like planning में reading it means daily reading.
Small goals.
Yeah.
Small goals. Yeah, that's small goals we have
और
to start.
एक point यहाँ पे कि means regularly वेणुगोपाल प्रभु तो आजकल means he already shared
Small
perfect
books.
question perfect answers का वो daily एक पेज ऐसे share कर रहे हैं. So some of us are reading and अभी science of revelation चल रहा है. So I don't know. Initially I was suggesting that whatever we are doing in Bhakti Vriksha, let us read that daily. And we thought we may go for small books, but then we are continuing Bhagavad Gita. So would you suggest that Bhagavad Gita daily share करेंगे या?
नहीं. I mean, Bhagavad Gita, keep it to yourself.
Okay.
Keep it to yourself, your family, not yourself. It's just not to yourself. Your family. Read together, discuss together. Because when we study, when we read, when we single person read, like see why we are arranging this Bhakti Vriksha. So if you just say Saturday 12:30 to 1:30 we will read Bhagavad Gita. Will you read Bhagavad Gita? Maybe in a week you will read. And after that probably, oh Prabhuji is calling me today, today's temple program, I have to go there. All these things, and you will see that Bhagavad Gita reading is left behind longer. But when you come to the Bhakti Vriksha, even if you are not reading, at least you are forced to read, to discuss. So that's why you need the same environment to create in the family, in the home. As we are discussing before you come, that we find out the good quality on the spouse and utilize those good qualities in our progress of the life. So discuss, both together you discuss. See, if you look at our life, we talk so much to the outsider, but our family at home we don't talk to each other. So we should keep quality time for our spouse at home. And we see Lord has joined us here, so we will progress. So we should fulfill the mission of the Lord. Not fight and break apart and ruin our life. No, better we come together through the scripture and we study it together and we progress well in our life. So once you start doing it, you will realize, yes, how much true this is. So this is what in short-term goal we are doing, and we are discussing on that sloka number, that how each word when you are reading, except few 2-3 words, everything you are able to understand. So then you will have to just focus on those 2-3 words, right? Once you focus on those 2-3 words, you may forget, but your wife will not forget, your children will not forget, somebody will remind you. So the atmosphere will be Krishna consciousness at home also, not only in the temple. So why is the Krishna consciousness is not at least 8 hours at office? It will not, it may not be there, but the moment you feel like coming back to home, so we can again back to the Krishna consciousness. So initially days, first year of marriage, how you are feeling? Coming back to home, to office, how you are feeling, and today how you are feeling? Talk about that. So that is where, like, when we support each other, that loveness, family will be always there. Because sometimes it happens because I have seen it in my 25 years of ISKCON journey, that initial days, when Prabhu take interest, Matajis will be like, he is scared, oh my God, he is going ahead on this one, so maybe I will have difficulty later on. If you become sannyas, what will happen? Right? So this kind of thoughts come. But no, if you put together, we will be walking together only, right? There is no problem at all on this. So that's what is like. So we start reading, we will start understanding the sloka, then we will start applying it also, right? Now you heard that sloka, Yatkarosi, whatever you do, Yatasnasi, whatever you eat. Then Yat Juhosi Dadasya, that is 2 words, single meaning, like whatever you, in English you say that whatever you offer, ready to offer and give away. Whatever you offer to give away. Means you have something that is to offer. You don't want to utilize it to give it. But it's not yet given. So that is whatever you offer to give away, before giving away, offer it to Krishna. Yatkarosi, whatever you are doing, Yatasnasi, whatever you are eating, and whatever you are offering, Tatkurusa Madarpana. Is it easy or not? No, it's not easy to. It's not easy. Why? Because the previous sloka, Krishna says, this is which sloka?
27.
27, right? 26 sloka, what he says?
Patram.
Patram puspam malam soyam yogi bhaktya prayati. So, whatever you asnasi, whatever you eat, if it is not belong to that, you cannot offer to the Krishna. That's where the challenge comes. So then why Krishna says only this much? Give me only this much. Patram puspam phalam toyam, why this much? Because that much is sufficient for us as a human being. Otherwise you would have told so other things like other scripture, whatever, other religions, whatever their leaders have told, they know that okay, this person, so they will not able to give up all these things. So at least they granted certain things, okay, you can take this. But when you come to the religious practice, you will see certain things are not at all used on the religious practice. For example, on the Christianity, like we have, they have, like here they have Ramadan, we have Kartik month. Similarly, they have what they call it, I forget that. They have 40 days period.
Before Christmas.
Before Christmas, they call something, I forget. So during that time, they take pure vegetarian food only. So that means they say that because these are the things in every religion it is there, in every scripture is guiding to do this way. So that's why whatever you are doing is not easy. Why? Because whatever you are doing is whatever you are eating. So for that we are doing our main, why we study from the childhood, whenever you are asked what you will do, first thing they say, right? What you will do? Engineer, doctor, pilot, correct? These things they ask, right? So why they ask this question? So they say that, okay, whatever you become, you will earn good, so you will eat good and you will stay good. That's why they are saying. So that's what is our upbringing, our society brought up like that. Our focus is only on eating. Correct? So whatever you are doing is just to eat. Eat good, correct? So that's why I am saying it's not easy. Because we have to change our eating habit. If we change our eating habit, probably whatever we are doing, we'll be doing for the Krishna. Otherwise, we will say, Krishna, I am doing this much for you, but other things I will not do for you. I will do for myself. So the moment we say, do it for myself, then that next sloka, what children will learn, that's what it will come. Karma bandhana. The karma bandhana means again repeated birth and death. And are you happy with this life? If no, then how can we will be happy in the next life? We were not happy in previous life also because this is Dukha Masa Krishna says, and here always Dukha will be there. So,
but कुछ लोग बोलेंगे कि हम अच्छे हम ले रहे खा रहे, we are happy.
yeah, I mean that's what exactly in Odia group when I was talking about this, I asked like how many of you are happy here? One lady, I mean it's a well-to-do lady, she raised her hand, I am happy. Then I don't want to continue that one because we go beyond the time.
Yeah,
Maybe we will discuss on next time. But my point was here is like you start reading the sloka, its meaning, and try to understand what Prabhupada is saying. So when Prabhupada what is saying, so because of our lifestyle we may not agree what Prabhupada is saying. So then put that forward. Put it in front of someone who you trust, like okay, you see, you may feel that okay, if I ask Prabhu, they are already in ISKCON, so they will talk on ISKCON line, so I will not ask Vijay Prabhu. Or ask who is also practicing. So then when you don't agree to each other, or when you agree each other also, your point he agrees, or here his point you agree, then you put into us. So that way what will happen, so whatever the misconceptions you have on your mind, what Prabhupada is trying to say, because many people sometimes Prabhupada's quote, they take it one line and say, your Prabhupada says like this, then why you are saying not to do this? So that's exactly the person, what his name I forgot in India, he's banned now in India, right? Muslim guys.
Yeah.
He also does the same thing. He takes one sloka, part of the sloka, not one sloka. And then he will say, this is what is Bhagavad Gita written. And whoever we don't read Bhagavad Gita, then we will say, yeah, and then we just look at the sloka and then we say, it's there in Bhagavad Gita. And then he explains it to his way. So then you say, okay, my God, in Bhagavad Gita it's there, then how come, oh, forget it, don't read this one. This is not a religious good book. So unless we start reading it, we don't know what is in. And we will be listening to TV, we will be listening to this person and that person, and we will get knowledge from them. Concocted knowledge. The bad part, I mean, how they have explained that will be. But when you start reading Bhagavad Gita, so then you will start understanding, oh, how it is there. So I think here I will conclude. So next time we will continue on the same sloka, but it should come from you guys. Thank you. Hari.
It's 9.2
I was thinking today I will cover the three slokas actually. The 26, 27 and 28. So we will continue next time from where we left on Bhagavad Gita, third sloka and onwards we will go.
Second chapter.
Yes, first chapter. First chapter we'll cover it first quickly. And as I say that if there are holidays coming, so then we can settle.
Exams are coming, holidays not coming.
Next year holidays.
But these holidays,
Kirtan festival.
so it's not right. But sometime, I mean, in some holidays, something, we will take a longer class on the first chapter, first law.
Okay.
Very well.
So on other today's discussion, any doubts or anything?
Not on today's discussion, but in last Bhakti Vriksha, one devotee asked one question, like why we keep Narasimha in our altar, like why not others, other gods. So what was the special about Narasimha, why we keep?
Okay.
Temple or at home?
Bhakti Vriksha, Bhakti Vriksha.
No, in his group.
Okay.
In his karma.
Okay.
Generally, in India, Vignaharta is Ganesh. To protect from all Vigna, we worship Ganesh. In every puja, we worship Ganesh. Right? But I think it's there on Brahma Samhita, correct? So, Narsimha Dev is the Ganesh worships Narsimha Dev. So, he Vignaharta is like he is in charge for Vignaharta, no doubt about it. But Narsimha Dev is for kind of the bhaktas. Narsimha Dev appeared because of the bhakta, right? Bhaktas probably. So that's why we keep Narsimha Dev as our worshipful Lord to protect us from all the problems. So when we worship if we worship our manager, naturally the colleagues who are around us, they saw he's a favorite person of my manager, they will also do in your favor. So we conclude with Narasimha.
So homework is daily एक श्लोक read करना है, जो भी है बस read.
No, systematically, first look at onwards. The first chapter, first look onwards, whoever is like. And if you people want to study from a specific chapter, that's okay, but for them it is first from the first chapter. Prabhuji was supposed to recite the first chapter today.
Yes, Prabhu.
With the meaning.
Yeah. With the meaning, I'm not sure. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
say, yeah.
No,
Sloka I can tell, yeah.
Yeah.
Meaning of that sloka also I can tell from.
Yeah.
Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yustava mamaka pandavachaiva kima kurvantu sanjaya.
Missed a part of the sloka.
Dhritarashtra Dhritarashtra is asking first like is Dharma kshetre kurukshetre is like land of Dharma. Dharma kshetra and kurukshetra. It is
Kurukshetra is the land of Dharma.
Yeah, samaveta yustava, like same energy and same people are. Samaveta means and same.
Gathered. Samaveta is
Yeah.
gathered. You show as a fighting spirit with the soldiers.
Yustava. Mamaka Pandava Ichaya, and my sons and Pandava sons. Kimakurvans, like what is happening.
What they did.
What they-
Very good.
Like Prabhuji told actually that Samaveta is Samavesh. हम समावेश हो रहे तो we can relate and try to find the meanings also. Very good.
Very good. So आप प्रभु कहाँ से हैं?
जैसे भक्त विनाशक लक्ष्मी नरसिंह भगवान की जय. Start. Baba Maharaj ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai, Maharaj ki jai. All glories to Ascended. All glories to Ascended. All glories to Ascended.